It felt so incredibly female. Mackey and Vicky Krieps are absolutely sizzling in Hot Milk Image exclusive after earning an Oscar nomination for penning the screenplay for 2022's #MeToo thriller. She said, "It's almost time for Rebecca Lenkiewicz to take the reins for the first time." Her directorial debut, Hot Milk, an adaptation of Deborah Levy's 2016 novel of the same name, will arrive in theaters this summer on June 27 courtesy of IFC Films, after making a run at the Golden Bear at the Berlin Film Festival earlier this year. Boasting a strong cast headlined by the trio of Fiona Shaw, Emma Mackey, and Vicky Krieps, the film is billed as a deep and emotional exploration of maternal connections, the elusiveness of freedom, and the desires that exist around those concepts. Before it hits the big screen, Collider can exclusively preview the film with a new image and a conversation with the first-time director, exploring the complex relationships between these women that will be tested in the scorching heat of the Spanish summer. Hot Milk revolves around the journey of Rose and her daughter Sophia as they head to the town of Almeria in search of a cure to the mother's mysterious ailment. Their hope lies in the enigmatic healer with a sketchy track record named Gomes, who may hold the key to saving Rose from the paralysis that has now forced her to use a wheelchair. However, as her controlling mother undergoes treatment in the seaside town, Sophia acts on her yearnings for freedom and is pulled in by the magnetic charms of the free-spirited traveler Ingrid. Our exclusive image teases their passionate fling as they lie together on the sand, enjoying each other's company under the hot sun. As things heat up between them, so does a tense argument between Sophia and Rose over codependency. Years of bitterness finally boil to the surface and threaten to tear apart the few threads that hold them together in this tense mother-daughter drama. But the simmering summer romance might be an even more destructive trap for Sophia as she seeks liberation. Keeping with the book, the film was a co-production between the UK and Greece, with Academy Award nominee Christine Langan, who was most recently involved with Masterpiece's Miss Austen, attached as a producer. Executive producers, meanwhile, include Farhan Abdullah, Ollie Madden, and Daniel Batsek for Film 4. Langan was integral to getting Lenkiewicz involved in the project, as her recommendation ultimately helped the first-time director discover a deep connection to the novel. Speaking to Collider's Samantha Coley via email, Lenkiewicz expressed how the film was born from her desire to bring to life a very female vision of the characters that respected Levy's intentions and amplified the environments themselves as important forces in the conflicts between the women. "I didn't know the novel Hot Milk until Christine Langan asked me to read it and consider adapting it. I read it and loved it, and I felt very connected to the material. It felt visual as well as funny and visceral. The psychology of the three main women fascinated me, and it felt so incredibly female. I felt quite territorial about it. That I could see Sophia walking across the beach. I could feel the heat of Rose and the tension of Ingrid. I wanted to create a very female vision of their lives and their volatile entanglements. Basically, I fell in love with all the characters and wanted to see the film of their story. It's so passionate, and the heat and landscapes are characters in themselves. And then the various notions of love, a mother's love, a lover's desire. How can you be free to love or be loved if your childhood has been affected by trauma?" Lenkiewicz saw Hot Milk as the perfect opportunity to finally work with Langan after nearly teaming up with the Saving Mr. Banks producer in the past. Her only stipulation was that she wanted to try her hand at directing in addition to writing. She had plenty of experience to pull from working with impressive films helmed by women before, like the aforementioned She Said by Maria Schrader, and, more recently, last year's The Salt Path from Marianne Elliott. And everything lined up for this to be the story she finally calls The Shots on Herself. "I had been feeling a strong need to direct, and Deborah Levy's novel is so beautifully complex and human and mysterious," she continued. "I could taste it and smell it.